For more such videos, subscribe to our channel now and hit the bell icon to get all our video notifications.
Hello everyone, welcome to my channel BioFun Learning. I am Dr. Sarita Agrari and today we are going to start a new chapter, that is cells, structure and function. It is very interesting topic and important topic too, not only for grade 8 but all the grades. Before we are going to start, I want to tell you that we are conducting online classes for class 8 to 12th and specialized need classes, BSc, MSc and BTech classes. If you want to join, then fill the registration form. Registration is free and the link is in the description. If you have any queries, then send message in comment section. Now let's start cell. You know, human body composed of trillions of cells. When I say trillion means a trillion is equal to 1000 billion, a billion is equal to 1000 billion. So now you can understand the number of cells our body is composed of. Average human body consists of approximately 30 trillion cells. Human body replaces millions of cells every day. Cells are always created and destroyed in human body. मतलब हर दिन नए cells form होते हैं और पुराने cells destroyed होते हैं. Approximately 20 millions of cells replaces in just few seconds in human body. Now you can understand how interesting it is. Cells. Cells are the basic building block of all living things. It is a structural and functional unit of living organisms. Cell is comparable to bricks. For example, bricks in the buildings are the basic structural units. जैसे कि आपने देखा होगा आपका घर, स्कूल, हॉस्पिटल्स, ऑफिसेस, इन सब की buildings brick से बनाई जाती है. So brick is the basic structural unit of all types of buildings. Like that, the cells are the basic structural unit for all living organisms. It may be plants, animals, humans, even microorganisms like bacteria, fungi, etc. Now understand the discovery of cell. Robert Hooke is the first scientist who discovered cell. Robert Hooke discovered the cells in thin slice of cork in 1665. Cork is a part of bark of a tree. He observed it under the microscopes. उन्होंने उस cork को microscope के अंदर observe किया and he observed partitioned boxes or compartments in the cork slice. Later on, इन्हीं compartments को cell कहा गया. These boxes appeared like honeycomb. आप देख सकते हो स्लाइड के राइट साइड में जो पिक्स है वो honeycomb की पिक्स है और सेंटर में है प्रिलिमिनेटिव माइक्रोस्कोप्स और लेफ्ट साइड में रॉबर्ट हुक की पिक्स है. Each compartment is separated by one another by wall. He observed boxes or cells in the cork were actually dead cell. आपको पता है रॉबर्ट हुक के ऑब्जर्वेशन के बाद 150 ईयर्स तक 150 साल तक सेल्स पर कोई रिसर्च नहीं हुई क्योंकि तब तक हमारे पास इम्प्रूव्ड माइक्रोस्कोप्स नहीं थे. After that, cells of living organisms was observed only after the discovery of improved microscopes having high magnification. All the cells are not visible as we have studied in chapter Microorganisms, Friends and Foe. You need some instrument to seal the cell. For example, microscopes. Microscope is the instrument which magnifies the cells, very small objects which we cannot see by the naked eyes. First microscope was discovered by Antony van Leeuwenhoek. Only the exception is hen's egg. Hen's egg is a single cell and is big enough to be seen by the unaided eyes. As you know, cells are the basic structural and functional unit of all the living organisms. Like that, cells are the basic structural unit of all the organs. Why can't we see the cells by our unaided eyes? क्या आपने सोचा है हम cells को क्यों नहीं देख सकते? Because they are very small in size. The smallest cell is 0.1 into 0.5 millimeter and the largest cell is 170 into 130 millimeter. Organisms show variety of cells in number, shape and sizes. Scientists has observed that there are billions of different types of organisms. They are of different sizes and shape. The organ also vary in shape, size and number of cells. How are they observed? They observed by use of microscopes and stains or dyes are used to color the parts of cells to study them in detailed structure. Let's study about them. First, look at the number of cells. On the basis of number of cells, organisms are divided into two categories, unicellular and multicellular. Uni means single or one, and cellular means cells. For example, amoeba, paramecium, euglena are the single-celled organisms. Multicellular, multi means many, cellular means cells. We human, plants, and animals are the multicellular organisms. They are vary in shape and sizes. Group of cells forms tissues and tissue forms organ. लेकिन क्या आप जानते हो multicellular organisms begins life as a single cell which is the fertilized egg that we will study in plant and animal reproduction. Fertilized egg cell multiplies and number of cells increases. But single cell organisms perform all the necessary functions that multicellular organisms perform, like amoeba. Amoeba can capture and digest food, respires, excretes, grow, and reproduces. Now let's look at the differences between unicellular and multicellular organisms. It is very important. You should all know that unicellular organisms, the body of the unicellular organism is composed of single cell, and in multicellular organism the body of the organism is composed of numerous cells or many cells. Second difference is the in unicellular organism are the prokaryotic in nature. Multicellular organisms are eukaryotic in nature, and in unicellular organisms a vegetative or asexual reproduction occurs. In multicellular organisms sexual reproduction occurs. In unicellular organism, a single cell carries out all the life processes, as we studied earlier. In multicellular organism, different cells are specialized to perform the different functions. In unicellular organism, an injury of the cell can cause death of the organism. In multicellular organism, injury or death of some cells does not affect the organism as the same can be replaced by one. जैसे कि आपको कहीं इंजरी होती है तो कुछ दिनों बाद ठीक हो जाती है तो वो सेल्स रिप्लेस्ड हो जाते हैं. Examples of unicellular organisms are amoeba, paramecium. In multicellular organisms, the examples are human, plants, animals. Let's study cell shape. Shape of the cell depends upon the function it performs. The shape of the cell may change or remain same. For example, body का basic structural and functional unit है cell. Body में numerous cells है, trillions of cells हैं. हर cell का कोई ना कोई characteristics होता है, function होता है. Cells takes parts in like excretion, circulation, respiration, etc. So on that basis, cells are divided into two types: irregular cell shape and regular cell shape. Cells can be of any shape like spindle, flat, oval, disc-like, round, cylindrical, elongated, or any other shape, or irregular shape. Cells with irregular shape means they can change their shape at any time. For example, amoeba, WBCs. For example, amoeba. It keeps on changing its shape. It's because of pseudopodia. Pseudo means false, podia means fit. As you learnt in previous classes, in amoeba projection appears at varying length due to which amoeba facilitates movements and helps in capturing food. Those projections are known as pseudopodia. That's why the shape of amoeba is keep changing. Now, regular shape. There is a relation between shape and the function of the cell which it performs. For example, different shapes of the cells like disc-like RBCs, spindle-shaped muscle cells. Spindle means long and pointed at both the ends. Branched nerve cells or neurons. They receives and transfers messages. They helps in control and coordinate the working of different parts of the body. Flat cells, skin cells, oval egg cells, elongated sperm cells, etc. The size of the cell varies. In animals, the smallest cell is the mycoplasma. The size is 10 micrometer, and the largest cell is ostrich egg, and the size is 6 into 5 inches. And in humans, the smallest cell is RBC. The size is 6 to 8 micrometer, and the longest cell is nerve cell or neuron. The length varies from micrometer to several meters. Size of the cells has no relation with the size of the body of the animal or plant. इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट कि एलिफेंट में बहुत बड़ा सेल होगा और रैट में बहुत छोटा सेल होता है. साइज ऑफ द सेल इज रिलेटेड टू इट्स फंक्शन. फॉर एग्जाम्पल नर्व सेल्स और न्यूरॉन्स, वो एलिफेंट में हो चाहे रैट में हो, इन बोथ दे आर लॉन्ग ब्रांच कैरिंग द सेम फंक्शन. So that's all for the part 1 of the cell, and in next part we will study cell structure and function. अगर आपको मेरा वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो इसे लाइक, शेयर और सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें, ताकि आपको मेरे आने वाले वीडियोस की नोटिफिकेशंस मिलती रहे. और अगर आप कोई और टॉपिक पढ़ना चाहते हो तो आप कमेंट सेक्शन में लिख सकते हो. अगर आपको कोई क्वेरीज है तो वो भी आप कमेंट सेक्शन में लिख सकते हो. थैंक यू.